Good day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Prickly Poo and welcome to week 66. I was going to say of the weight loss blog, but it, well, kind of is. It's weight loss updatey things, sort of. Last week, I'm going to go back really quick. Last week, actually, let's go a little farther back. A year ago, when I first started the first series, I had a definite goal in mind. Some of them I reached, some of them I didn't, but I think that really helped sort of keep me motivated, keep me going. Since that first series was over, I just sort of kind of went, I don't know, I went soft. I didn't really have a hard time frame that I could look at and say, all right, I need to lose a certain amount of weight at this point and this point. I just sort of left it out in the open that, all right, in the next 8 or 9 months, I'll get down to where I need to be. And I think that's sort of part of the reason why I haven't really been making much progress. Starting up the second series obviously has helped a little bit as well. I'm starting to get a little stronger there and being able to do a little bit more exercise. But as far as the weight itself, I've really kind of maintained for the past 2 or 3 months. So last week, when I made the decision to say, okay, I need to lose, I need to hit below, or get below 200 pounds by week 75. It's a manageable goal. It's one that I know that I can do. And setting something, even though it's fairly short term, it's a very small goal, I think has helped. I know it's only a weekend, so of course we've done this to ourselves so many times, going, oh, this time it's actually going to work. But I did my weigh-in on Sunday, and I had lost a significant amount of money, amount of weight. I'm higher now than I was on Sunday, which is a little weird, but I had a great big breakfast, so I understand where that's coming from. But in general, I feel really, really good about this. I think that it's a very short time frame. It's a very small amount of weight that, obviously we've lost before. 20 pounds in 10 weeks is not a whole hell of a lot. And actually it's much less than 20 pounds at this point because of my weigh-in on Sunday. I just need to be able to maintain that. And I think having a set time frame and a set number that I want to reach, even though it's something very, very short term, is helping a little bit. That combined with still recording and still doing the exercise and stuff like that, I think all those things are contributing to it because I feel a little bit better. And it's nice to feel a little bit better from time to time because so often we just get so discouraged. And I mean, when you're still running a 5K every day and you're not losing, obviously you're doing something wrong, but it's still discouraging because you're not seeing the progress, or else I'll go down and then I'll go back up and I'll go down and back up and stuff like that. So, it's very easy to get into that, sort of that mindset of, well, maybe this is my natural body weight that I'm supposed to have. It's not. We know it's not. We know that, we have a healthy weight range that we should be hitting. I'm still obese. So I need to get rid of that. So I need to get down to a healthy weight. But I think that by doing all these things together, I think it is going to help. And even if it takes a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, I feel better about it. It's encouraging to see that progress right away. And I know that the first week is just sort of, we've seen it before, that it just goes boo and just plummets. And then it sort of evens off a little bit. But I think 10 weeks is, well, at this point, 9 weeks, is still a really, it's a very, very manageable time. And during that time, we're still going to be doing exercise and stuff like that. That's actually another thing that, I'm trying not to cough, but it's going to come out. Sorry. That's another thing that I looked at, because when we start getting into these little, negative things, I'm trying to think of something, I can't think of what it's called, but those moments when we think, well, this is my natural body weight, I'm never going to lose any more weight than this, which we know is bullshit. The exercise thing as well, it did creep into my head going, well, I am doing push-ups and sit-ups, I'm probably building muscle, and that weighs more than fat. I'm not building muscle. My body's getting a little bit used to it, but not anywhere near, enough muscle to sort of offset the amount of fat that's in there. You're not going to build 5 pounds of muscle and lose 5 pounds of fat in the same week unless you're really working out hard. And I'm just not. I'm doing push-ups, I'm doing sit-ups, that's it. And it's minimal. So I mean, part of me thought, well, maybe that's it, and then immediately went, no, that's really stupid, and it's just an excuse to not look at what you've been doing and say you're doing something wrong, obviously. So during the week, I didn't really revamp my whole diet, but went back to eating the snacks and things like that that I should be eating. Salt content's probably a little high because I bought pickles again. It's been a very, very long time since I've had those, but they were very, very good. Bought baby spinach and mushrooms and made a salad sort of thing without the dressing on it, a little bit of olive oil, which, by the way, I was going to do like a recipe thing, which I'm not going to. But baby spinach, white mushrooms, dump in a teaspoon of olive oil, and then a whole bunch of those salad herbs, like the Clubhouse things, and then the Montreal chicken spice, which has a lot of salt in it as well, but dump all that stuff in there, shake the shit out of it. If you have it like in a Tupperware thing, it's really, really good. And I had 2 or 3 great big helpings of them. And anyway, that's about as much of a recipe as you're ever going to get out of me. Because I don't want to take the time to go, oh, we'll do 2 teaspoons of this and this and this, because half of the stuff you're going to go, this, I don't like this. But here, go eat more pickles. There we are. But it is encouraging because I feel like I did, when I was sort of in the middle of that first year, when I could see progress. I knew that things were still going the way that they were going, and I felt like I was on a roll. And I feel that way again. And it's only been a week since I started doing it, but it's good. It's a good feeling to have, because we do get, just really sort of down on ourselves so often, because it's not just our own self-sabotage that we have to deal with. We have to deal with other people, still bringing stuff into the house and, not buying the right food, going out with friends and spending time with them, and they're all just eating all sorts of stuff that we want. And eventually we know someday we can have that, but not just yet. For me anyway. Some of you may have already hit your goal and you can maintain and you're sort of back to a normal eating habit, which is fine. I'm not quite there yet. But over the past 2 or 3 months, that's really what I've been doing. I've just sort of been maintaining. Because part of me is thinking, well, I hit my goal. I lost 100 pounds. I'm still good. I can have a cheat day here and there. The problem is that sort of, it's been bleeding into, well, it's not really, I'm not having a cheat day, but I'm having a cheat snack. And, then I'm not quite eating the way I should be eating. There was a while there that I wasn't tracking properly. And I think part of that was because it was just sort of, the goal that I had wasn't concrete. It was just, it's down the road. Really vague, and thinking, I'm going to lose, another 50 pounds in 8 or 9 months. That's my goal. But I didn't have anything really mapped out like I did for that first year. That first year I knew what I was going to be doing pretty much week to week. I knew the different changes that I was going to be making. Same thing with Series 2 that we're doing. I know, well, roughly, the numbers are kind of wonky at this point, but I know what my end goal is. And having, a concrete target like that, where I can say in 9 weeks I need to be below 200 pounds, or I want to be below 200 pounds. I'm not going to do something that's just going to, force me to go below that, but that's my goal. And I think it's a reasonable one. And, after I'm done that, then I'm going to probably pick another goal and say, okay, I need, by this date, I need to lose another whatever it is. So that if we can sort of, you could probably even it out by 100 weeks, actually, at that point. Sorry. But having that week 75, actually 100 weeks is, it's 34 weeks away. Yeah, we could do it. But once I hit below the 200, then I've only got another 25 pounds to go to hit my goal weight. And then it's a matter of sort of maintaining and keeping things tucked in, because I'm probably going to have some more loose skin at that point. And I just don't want to look like, leftover pizza dough sitting in a fanny pack. So, but we will burn that bridge when we come to it. In the meantime, if you're having a hard time with this, if you're either maintaining, or if you don't find that you're really losing on a whole lot, sort of take another look at our goals. That might be, something that will help. It may not be the one thing, it may not be the key that's going to sort of set you back on the path, but it has helped me. If for no other reason, then it makes you feel better, because you can say, okay, here's my target. Here's what I can do. I have 10 weeks to do this, so I need to lose, 1.5 or 2 pounds a week, which generally is what we've been losing anyway. So what can I do to sort of tweak that? Keep up with my exercises and, start to improve on those, which I have actually been doing. And, just be very, very careful what I'm eating. Track absolutely everything. You know, the little things that we think, well, I have 200 calories left for the day, I can have that because it's only like 50 calories. We do that 2 or 3 times, and then your calories are done for the day, but we haven't tracked them. So we always look at it and say, well, I have that, you know, that free space there. So I'm trying to avoid doing that and trying to really get back on track and do this properly, which, and I say this every single week, it feels like I've been doing this for the past few weeks going, oh, well, this time I'm on track. I'm in a better position. I'm going to put it that way. Let's try to keep things realistic. I'm in a better position now than I was even last week. And this has sort of given me my second wind, I guess. Just being able to have, you know, a set goal, something I can look forward to and say, all right, I now know what I'm striving for, instead of just having a rough idea as to what the next few months are going to do. Because obviously it's not been working, and I've been trying to find some way to get back on track and stuff like that. And we've seen it before. We've heard other people say, you know, set reasonable goals, set regular goals, so that you have those that, you know, that you can keep striving for. And that first series, I had one. And the second series, we have one, but it's a little bit different. It's not really related to weight loss. But not having anything, I think, just sort of wandering around is why I've been maintaining for the past 2 or 3 months. Lost a little bit, but nowhere near enough. I consider that sort of, I would call it a plateau, but it's been entirely my fault. I haven't really been doing the weight loss thing properly. And over the past few weeks, we've sort of been gradually tweaking and saying, oh, this is good, this is bad, I've been going up and going down. But yeah, I like this. I've had a good week overall. It was nice seeing those numbers drop significantly. It was like 3 or 4 pounds, which I know is just that first blip. But, you know, even if it peters off and I'm only doing 1.5, 2 pounds a week, I'm good with that, because I now know I have to hit that 200 mark. I want to hit that 200 mark really, really badly by the end of week 75. If I can go under that. And then, aside from having a goal of never hitting over 200 again, if I can ever help it, I want to get down to that 175. And that's another 25 pounds and probably another 25 pounds in 25 weeks. I could do it and say, all right, by week 100, that might be the second one. It is a little bit more difficult to lose, you know, once you lost that great big batch, because I'm not carrying around as much. But I don't think that's the problem I've been having. I think it's really just been my diet and, you know, other stuff. I don't really blame a whole lot of other stuff now. It's just I've been fucking off and not doing much of anything. But back on track. Nothing really out of the ordinary this week to report. Yeah, that was it. Just had a really good weigh-in day. The week went well. I want to continue on the way that I have been and hopefully hit that, you know, get another good weigh-in day. I get 2 in a row, I'll be very happy. And then continue on, and it just sort of, it's very encouraging to get back into it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know that there's going to be something sooner than done. I will save that for next week. But for right now, I'm going to leave this video here. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please put the like button for me. And in the meantime, keep yourself warm and fuzzy, and I'll see you in the next video.